Hi, I'm Caroline. For the Crossing Borders events, I've had so much fun meeting the new people. I really enjoy meeting with all of them and learning about their cultures and things that are similar and things that are different. And it's been a lot of fun, and I enjoy it every single time. I'm never nervous going into it. I always know that we're gonna have a blast talking about whatever. For the last few weeks, I've met with a few different students, and one of the first students that we met with was Andre, and with Andre we were able to take the survey about gender and gender equality, and then the next week we were able to get those results back, and they were compared with people who took it from Brazil, and that was a very interesting thing to see. We learned about how there's a lot of gender inequality in Brazil, and one of the things that was most interesting to me was that we were so far ahead of Brazil in terms of gender equality. We tend to think that we're lacking in gender equality when we're actually very far ahead of most cultures. For example, Brazilian men who took the survey so that they would feel uncomfortable with having a woman as their boss, and they also thought that women should be paid less than men, which was very interesting, which is what we're struggling with now. But for the most part, we all agree that women should be getting paid the same amount. But a lot of men in Brazil will just outright say that they don't think that men should be paid the same amount as women, that men should be paid more. I also got to meet with another girl from Brazil, and we just talked a lot about body language and how there were similarities and differences between Brazilian and American culture. For example, in Brazil, they like to touch when they talk, they like to keep hands on, and they like to greet each other with kisses and hugs. And in America, it can be very difficult to determine what's appropriate. She told us that she had trouble trying to figure out what to do when she meets people. She's not sure if she should shake their hand or hug. And sometimes she goes in for like a hug, and then it gets kind of awkward because they don't want to hug. And in America, we're very, we like to keep our distance a lot. I think that has to do a little bit with we're germaphobes and we want to stay healthy. I think we're also just kind of claustrophobic and we don't like people touching us. And she was explaining to us that in Brazil, whenever you show up to a party, you kiss every single person in the party, and then when you leave, you kiss every single person as you leave. And that is so unheard of in American culture, just even hugging. We do handshakes, we'll wave bye, and that's it. Another type of body language that we talked about that was very universal to most of us was whenever we were mad at our significant other, we had the tendency to shift our body language away from them, which was also very interesting to hear about. That we all of us experience the same thing, no matter where we're all from, all over the United States, and then I think we had a girl from Spain in our group, and then a girl from Brazil, and we all experienced the same things, and it was very interesting. Another thing we talked about was nonverbal accents, as in facial expressions, and how people express what they mean through not only their language, but also how they express emotion. And to her, she found it very helpful when learning English, because in America we use a lot of sarcasm, and so she found it helpful to use facial cues to understand that they were being sarcastic. Overall, I've really enjoyed meeting with the ELP students. I also have gone to an ELP event in which it was a girls' night, and we played Pictionary and Uno, and it was so much fun. I wasn't expecting to have as much fun as I did. I don't know if you've ever played Pictionary with people who don't know a lot of English, but it was a blast. It was so much fun. But I look forward to many more meetings. Thank you for watching.